Hello students, welcome back to the Flipping Classroom online lesson number 3. This is Mr. Sin. I'm sure that after the last online lesson, now most of you know how to calibrate a thermometer. Well, you see that it's actually something like mathematics. So this lesson is something similar to what you have learned just now, and we are going to take a look at it. So that's why the lesson is called Mathematics in Calibration number 2. That means we're going to have something more difficult. Well, just a little bit more difficult than that, but we'll see. So let's start it. Now, from the last lesson, what you've learned, you found that most of your calculation is giving you that's what we've learned yesterday, that you have a thermometer and you have a 100 degree and you have 0 degree, and then you mark it into 100 even marks, right? So this is what we call calibration previously. Now, please be noted that calibration of thermometer may not rely on 0 degree or 100 degree only. It also works in other temperatures, say 90 degree or 10 degree, etc. So it doesn't matter that you don't have 0 degree or 100 degree. If you have other degrees like this, still you can calibrate a thermometer. So the calibration is not that simple now. I mean, the method is the same, but the calculations is more difficult than that. So let's take a look at some worked examples, and let's go. Now this is the worked example. You can take a look at it. Please be noted that although it is now not 0 and 100, still the mathematics is the same. The question is like that: when a liquid in glass thermometer is immersed in water of 10 degrees Celsius, the length of it is 3 cm, and then boiling water is 12 cm. Now it's asking you what is 8.4 cm. So this is the graph that is translated from the wordings. And if you take a look at it carefully, surely you will find these two triangles, just like what you have learned before. And by removing these two triangles out, like these two, then you can have you understand they are of the similar triangles. So again, you can apply the ratio rule and to find out the answer. So I try to make it like this, as these are the two triangles, and here it should be 8.4 minus 3, and this part should be, the small one should be, we don't know, we say it's t minus 10, and this one should be 100 minus 10, and this part should be 12 minus 3. So we said that delta y small, which is this part, over this one, so they are of the same ratio. So that's why you can find it out is 8.4 minus 3 is this part. Let me use a red pen, is this part, over t plus 10, and that should be this one, and over 12 minus 3, which is this one, and 100 minus 10 should be this one. So after that, once you can get the correct equation, you can do the calculation easily. That is 12 minus 3 is 9 over 90, and this is t plus minus 10, and 8.4 minus 3 is 5.4. And so after that, you'll find that is 54 equals to 10 minus t minus 10. And so after that, you'll find that t equals to 64 degrees Celsius. So you'll find that this type of questions, although it is more difficult than before, but still you should use the same method and everything works fine. All right, so Again, actually, we have nothing special to learn, nothing new to learn. We're just going to practice more and more in other situations. So this lesson, I think, is already nearing the end. And the after that, I will go to show you how to do the other questions. I'll just pick 2 to 3 questions in your worksheet to do. So if you already understand what's going on, you can keep on working by yourself. But if you're not sure what's going on, you can stay here and take a look at the other questions. Now, so here comes the exercise 1A. It is given that is 0 degree is 6 cm, 80 degrees Celsius is 21 cm. So after that, again, you can have this graph by yourself. It's not difficult to draw it. And then you can find 2 triangles here. One is big, the big one, and then with the small one. And if we take it out, we can have this diagram. Again, this part is a small one. No, I'm sorry. It's a small one here. And this part is the large one, small one here. So this part is a delta x large, and this part is the delta y large. So by popping the correct answer, the first one should be, it's an unknown, so we move to L minus 6, and this part is 21 minus 6, and after that you have 15 over 80, 37, and L minus 6. So L minus 6, you'll find that is, by using your calculator, you'll find that the answer is 6.94. So therefore, L equals to 12.94 cm. And that's how you can do it. So now here comes the exercise 1B. 1B is asking you again, the data is the same here. 0 degrees to 6 cm, 80 degree to 21 cm, and everything is the same. But it's just asking you the column length at 54 degrees Celsius. So first of all, let me draw the diagram back. This is 0 degree and this 6 cm, and this is 21, and this should be 80. Now it's asking you about 54 here. So let me use red pen here. So we do not know the length of it, so we choose L. Now, again, 2 triangles. The first one and the second one. And by moving these 2 triangles out, I'm sorry that my drawing is not that good. So you'll find that here it's actually 54. And here is L minus 6. So for the big one, here should be 21 minus 6, and this part should be 80. So therefore, you can use an equation to find it out. So the small one is L minus 6 over 54 minus 0. And the right hand side is 21 over minus 6 over 80 minus 0. So simple mathematics, 15 minus over 18, 54, L minus 6. So by using your calculator, you'll find that L minus 6 equals to 10.125, and so you'll find the L is 16.125 cm. Yeah, simple. So the first step is that you have to draw the diagram correctly. Second, you have to find the second step, you have to find out the similar triangle, the pair of similar triangle, and the last one, use the correct equation and you can find out the answer by yourself. Easy peasy, right? So, we'll basically talk about 3 exercises, and this is 1A and 1B, and after that we'll take a look at question 8. So let's move on. So the last question I'm going to talk about is exercise 8. If you're not sure how to do that, you can take a look at here. Now, this is we have no 0 degree or 10 degrees Celsius, 100 degrees Celsius anymore. So let's take a look at the question. A giant alcohol in glass is calibrated. The alcohol is 50 cm long when it is room temperature and 70 cm when it is 80. So let's mark it down. And you need to find 50 degrees Celsius. Now, first of all, room temperature is actually 25 degrees Celsius. That's the big hint. Now, step 1, you have to draw the diagram like this. I'll just make it L here and T here. And after that, you'll find that when it is 25 degrees Celsius, then it is 50. And if it is 80 degrees Celsius, then it should be around 70. Now, please forgive my drawing because the scale is not that good. So you can just draw a line from that. And after that, it is asking you about 50. So this is what you have to find it out. Now, again, 2 triangles. The first one and the second one. So by moving these 2 triangles out, again, they're similar triangles. You'll find that for the large one, this part is 70 minus 50, and this part should be 80 minus 25, and then this part should be, we don't know what it is, so let's make it L. So this part is L minus 50, and the final part is 50 minus 25. So once you can understand these 2 triangles, we can take a look at the equation here. Delta y small, that is L over L minus 50, equals to delta large over, at the right hand side should be 70 minus 50. So therefore, you'll find that it's not that difficult. Now, by using a calculator, you'll find that L minus 50 is actually equals to 9.09, and therefore you'll find that L equals to 59.95 cm. Now this is how you find the answer by yourself. Again, be reminded that you don't really need any new things to do it. Just use the simple mathematics as what you learned last lesson. Oops, because I've done all the things for you, so I'll just skip this PowerPoint. So I hope that from this video, all of you are now more and more able to do all the things by yourself. So please go back home and check and do the other question by yourself. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Now I'm looking forward to see you again in the lesson. So goodbye.